have a confession to make. I used to be amongst those people that thought that boys made better friends than girls. Having and choosing the right friends is almost as important as having and choosing the right partner. And that's why it's important for us to constantly talk about friendships. The friends that you make today will most likely be the adults that your children will look up to tomorrow. There's a narrative that is in the air right now where people are constantly talking about how you need to cut off people who are asking for too much or asking you to sacrifice things. I do not belong to that school of thought because I believe that sacrifices and compromises are part of the things that make up for good friendships. There are two very interesting friendships in scriptures that I would like to point out before I go deep into this topic. The first friendship is the friendship between Jonathan and David. Everybody loved this friendship. Now, what's so interesting about this friendship for me is that Jonathan loved David like his own soul, according to the Bible. He loved David to the extent that he was willing to sacrifice his relationship with his father for David's sake. Mind you, in this case, he knew that his father was wrong, so please don't take the wrong narrative. The second friendship I would like to point out is the friendship between Ammon and Jonadab. Ammon was David's son, and Ammon had an evil plan which his friend Jonadab enabled. Now, one common thing about these two friendships is that both of them listened to their friends. There's no way you can claim to be friends with someone and not listen to what they have to say. The difference is in the kinds of advice that they are giving you. Another thing that these two friendships point out is that we need to be careful with the kinds of places where we make friends, the kinds of people that we have as friends. Jonathan found a friend who loved him till death, and Ammon found a friend who started the beginning of his destruction. Here are some truths that I want you to know about friendship. Number one, friendships are an investment because all of you will grow older and you will have children, and these are the people that you will call family friends. You might even want to go ahead and pair your children with each other. Now think about the future and think about these friends that you have right now in your life. Do you think these people will be great as in-laws? Think about it. Your friendships are an investment, and your children will either have you to thank for it or to blame for it. Number two, your friendships can make or mar you. In the case of Jonathan and David, we see a friendship that went down into generations. Mephibosheth being a recipient of David's goodness, which he promised his father Jonathan. On the other hand, we see Jonadab and Ammon. Jonadab gave Ammon bad advice. Ammon followed through with that advice, and Ammon's brothers sought him until he killed him. The friends that surround you are the voices that surround you. So please ensure that the voices that surround you echo the thoughts of God. In choosing people as friends, ensure that you choose people who choose you and choose the same things that you choose. This simply means that your friends should be people who value the same things that you value. If you love God, you should surround yourself with people who love God. Choose people who choose you. Don't be friends with people just because, you like them from afar. Ensure that they like you too. Because friendship is all about giving and taking. There are days where you will need to give, and there are days when you will need to receive. So ensure that you are choosing people as friends who choose you also. Now, this next point is dear to me because it is something I only recently started doing. And it is learning to differentiate between friends and acquaintances. It might not be easy, but I need you to know that many of the people that you consider as friends, many of the people that I consider as friends are actually not friends. They are just mere acquaintances, which is not a bad thing. It just means that there's some level of access, there's some level of information that they should not have about you. On the other hand, these acquaintances can also grow to become friends, but make sure that if you want them to become your friends, they are people who share the same values like you. I have a confession to make. I used to be amongst those people that thought that boys made better friends than girls. But over the years, the female friends that I have had have proved me wrong. I'm surrounded by women who want to see me win. I'm surrounded by women who I want to see win. They're interested in my relationship with God. They're interested in my love life. They're interested in my style. In every area, they always make sure they take the front row seat. And I do my best to ensure that I take the front row seats in their lives. I love them and they love me so much. So if you're still doubting female friendships and you're a woman watching this, I want you to know that female friendships are the truth. Yes, there are a lot of bad eggs out there, which is why you need to be extra careful when choosing your friends. Make sure that you are loving up on a woman who loves you too. Make sure that you are loving up on a girl who wants to see you win and who you want to see win. And most importantly, like I've been hammering, make sure that these girls that you want to be in your corner are girls who share the same values like you. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please let me know something that stands out to you in this video in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. Remember that I love you. Bye.